Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm here because today's my topic is beautiful hand. As we know that we can't start any work without the name of Allah. शुरू करते हैं अपने रब के नाम से जिसने अपने नूर से हमारे दिलों को मुनव्वर किया. Look at here. This is your index. Unit 10. Beautiful hands poem. This is your 5 poem. And page number is 36. Open page number 36. I'm going to read this poem. This poem is written by Ellen M.H. Gates, 1835-1920. She was born in Torrington, Connecticut, USA. She wrote religious songs, hymns like The Home of the Soul, an eternity for well-known magazines. Collections of her poems were published in 1897 and 1910. Now look at here, first stanza. I'm going to read first stanza is, such beautiful, beautiful hands, they're neither white nor small, and you I know would scarcely think that they were fair at all. Eve looked on hands whose form and hue a sculptor's dreams might be, yet are these 8 wrinkled hands most beautiful to me. I'm going to read second stanza is, such beautiful, beautiful hands, thought heart were weary and sad, these patient's hands kept toiling on, that the children might be glad. I almost weep when looking back to childhood's distant day. I think how these hands rest not when mine were at their play. Third stanza is, such beautiful, beautiful hands, they're growing feeble now, and time and pain have left their mark on hand and heart and brow. Alas, alas, the nearing time and the sad, sad day to me. When the disease out of sight, these hands must folded be. Now open page number 37. Now look at here, class. Fourth stanza, and this is your last stanza. This poem is, but oh, beyond the shadowy lands where all is bright and fair, I know full well these dear's old hands will palms of victory bear. When crystal streams through endless airs flow over golden sands, and where the old are young again, I clasp my mother's hand. Now underline some difficult words. Page number 36 is. Now class, first stanza is, first line is beautiful. Beautiful mean pretty, khubsurat. Third line is scarcely mean hardly, bamushkil. Fourth line at all, in any way, har hal mein. Hue mean color, rang. Sculptor mean person who makes sculptures, sange tarash. Wrinkle mean covered with folds, झुर्रियों से भरपूर. Now look at here, second stanza is, tho mean although, agarche. Second lines, weary, tired, थका हुआ. Set mean unhappy, ghamgeen. Toiling mean work hard, मेहनत मुशक्क़त करते रहना. Next is glad. Glad mean happy, खुशी खुर्रम. Next is distant day mean day past, गुजरा हुआ दिन. Next is rest not mean did not take rest, आराम नहीं करना या आराम नहीं किया. Third stanza second line is feeble mean powerless, weak, बेहिम्मत, कमज़ोर. Growing mean getting, looking, दिखाई दे रहे या दिखाई देना. Next is brow. Brow mean forehead, पेशानी. Next is nearing time. Nearing time mean is the time of ending life is near, ज़िंदगी के ख़ात्मे का वक्त करीब. Last stanza is your shadowy me, imaginary, ख्याली या तसव्वुराती. Next, bright means shining, चमकदार, रोशन. Next is palms of victory, symbol of success, कामयाबी का निशान. And this is your last difficult word, endless years, never ceasing years, कभी ना ख़त्म होने वाले साल. Now class, I am going to explain about the poet. Ellen Emmett Gates, 1835 and 1920, was born in Torrington, Connecticut, USA. Her poems, The Home of the Soul and Eternity, are famous for their religious theme. I am going to explain about the poem. The poem has 4 stanzas in it, each having 4 couplets in it. The theme of the poem is explicit as the title, and the theme is nearly the same. That is, both show that the poetry is about the beautiful hands. Anyone reading this poem can judge easily that whose hands the poetess is referring to. In the last line of the poem, the poetess clearly says that she will clasp her mother's hands, so there is nothing implicit in it. The mood throughout the poem is serious, appreciating, and also predicting. 1. The tune of the poem is as if it is sighing with the fear of losing something valuable and also appreciating one. This shows that poetess is in fear of losing her mother, and she tries to express her value in her life. When we talk about this poem's central idea, the poem Beautiful Hand gives an idea that mother spends all her life in giving comfort and care to her children. She performs her duty with such a love and affections that no one can estimate the worth of her work. She is in fact a blessing of God's for the world. The maximum, give me good mother and I will give you a good nation. Also recognize the love and sacrifice of a mother. Now class, inshallah ta'ala, I will explain this poem in Urdu and all stanzas in English in my next lecture. Allah Hafiz.